بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. This is the fourth part on this topic of the rejectionist Shia, and we're still in the historical account part 2. In the previous part we talked about the historical account from the rejectionist Shia views, and we came to know that there are three views. What's the first view? What's the first view? With respect to the origin of Tashayyu', that it was before the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and we refuted that. The second, that's the first one. What was the second view? That it was the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam himself who implanted the seed of Tashayyu', and also this was refuted. The third one, and it is that Tashayyu' began on after the time of Prophet ﷺ, but when? At the time of Ali, that's right. During the battle of Al-Jamal, and also this was responded to. So these were the three major views concerning the origin of Tashayyu'. Now, again, this was from the Shia resources. Now, under this part, we're going to talk about the opinions of the non-Shia regarding the origin of Tashayyu'. The first saying is that the Tashayyu' began after the death of the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam, because there were some who held the opinion that Ali radiyallahu anhu is more entitled to the Imaamah. This opinion was mentioned by some from the past and some contemporaries, and from them is the historian Ibn Khaldun and the historian Ahmad Amin and some Orientalists. And this saying is based upon what is reported by some, that there was, quote, an opinion giving precedence to the relatives of the Prophet ﷺ in Imaamah after his death. The discussion of this opinion. So therefore this opinion, as you have heard, depends upon the saying that precedence is to be given to the relatives of the Prophet ﷺ in Imaamah, in leadership after his death. There is no doubt if there were some who held to the opinion that Ali radiallahu ta'ala anhu is more entitled to the Imaamah, and that Imaamah should be in the relatives of the Prophet ﷺ, then there was another opinion which says that the leadership should have gone to Sa'd bin Ubadah, and that Imaamah should have continued in the Ansar, and therefore there is no proof. Listen, there is no proof in all of this for the emergence of a particular sect or a particular group. Why? The having different opinions is something naturally expected. And in fact, it is from what? From the system of shura, of consultation in Islam. It is necessitated by shura, by consultation. So, they were in one majlis, one circle, with different opinions. But they did not leave until they were in agreement. And thus, this cannot be taken as a dispute. As Shaykh al-Islam ibn Taymiyyah mentioned in his book, Minhaj al-Sunnah, Volume 1, page 36. And they all came under the obedience, all of them. The obedience to whom? To Abu Bakr in that meeting, radiallahu anhu, and Ali radiallahu anhu heard and obeyed his command and gave allegiance to Abu Bakr in front of all the witnesses, and then he moved along to join in the expedition of Bani Hanif. And they were all on harmony, united on the word, exerting the obedience to their leader. In addition, had this opinion, stating the precedence to the relatives of the Prophet ﷺ in the role of Imaamah, had it been considered as the seed and the nucleus of Tashayyu', then this would have been apparent during the time of Abu Bakr and Umar. You see that? However, it is only an opinion. If proven and affirmed, then it is like the rest of the other opinions which were raised during the meeting of As-Saqifah. However, when the agreement was unanimous upon Abu Bakr, then the complete allegiance had been materialized, took place, and the word was united, and the opinion was from them all in agreement. And the position of Amir al-Mu'mineen Ali radiallahu anhu negates the continuity of such opinions or their existence amongst the companions afterwards, because we know from the statement of Ali radiallahu anhu in Al-Kufa, when he said the best of this ummah after its prophet is Abu Bakr, then Umar. And we talked about this in the last session. So how then could others from the companions